Hello, hello, welcome to today's Messages of Love. Yes, welcome back if you are returning, and welcome here if this is your first time. I tap in to the energies of the day and see what it has to say to us. And sometimes I sing, so that's annoying. Sorry. Okay, so we've got we got the smoke from the sage going in my face to release any bad spirits that are in my face. Okay. Duality. Yes, because we are both light and shadow. So there's our duality. We are both masculine and feminine. There's our duality. We are both good and bad. There's your duality, right? Oh no, I'm just good. Yes, but just walking through the forest, you are crushing things beneath your feet. Okay? So in somebody's story, you are the bad guy. And this is part of the living experience, right? The give and take, those crushed things go back into the soil and produce a beautiful fertilizer, right? For the things that are growing all in and around. Okay, and openness. So we got duality and openness. Taking an honest look at yourself and recognize anything that is working against you, including your own mind and the people around you, right? Say you are trying to float down a river, and the things that are going against you, whether they are people, places, things, your own thought patterns, beliefs, mindsets, so internally versus externally, anything that is interrupting your flow is a potential saboteur, depending on how you respond to them, okay? And your dualistic state, this beautiful balance between the light and the shadow, this is what happens when you integrate your shadow, when you turn around and face your shadow, look at it, understand it, recognize it, study it, claim it, own it, love it, train it, integrated. Now it works for you, because we need our shadows. We need our shadows in order to detach, to cut away, to release, to create boundaries, to choose ourself over others when it feels right for us, right? Okay. So, and this openness also to see, but also to adapt. Okay, with the river, we are flowing and going, and this integration, this dualistic combining is what is making you and your flow more successful, more momentum building, right? Because you're like, wacha, off you go. There's a hook on my tube. Wacha, I slice you. Release. Oh, you're trying to slow me down. Wacha, boundary. You're out of here. You're fired. Whatever you got to do, right? This is about making all the things work in your favor. And that's your alchemy, right? That's your magician power. Your ability to take whatever, right? It's a stick. Somebody's like pointing a stick at you and trying to get in your way and slow you down. And you grab that stick, you smack that person, and now you're using it as a, what do you call those things? A punt that you are using to help you flow down the river faster, right? You've used it as a push-off point. Okay, Thursdays. Burning away all the things that no longer serve, those inner saboteurs, okay? This is the dragon's fire that you breathe, and it purifies and releases and expels. Okay, let's see what the book says. Thursdays. The wolf protects his pack and does not back down from a challenge. Unlike the bull, who stands his ground unless significantly provoked, the wolf takes the fight to his adversary. He is driven by a passionate internal fire that can warm but also burn. If you don't heed the wolf's growl, he will eventually bite. Yes. Thursday has an element of chaos, destructive natural forces, aggression, and conflict. These are united for the purpose of defense and protection. It can also symbolize potent male sexuality, instinctual will, vital eroticism, and a regenerative catalyst. It represents a tendency towards change through catharsis, purging, and the cleansing fire. Thurisaz is the sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. Protection, passion, defense, conflict, and male potency. Okay, male potency is very much the doing, the action, the slicing, the burning, and also the getting it done, right? Taking steps, making moves. Burning away the old is an active energy. It requires a release, regular releasing. Yes, there's also this internal flame purging. I was feeling it today. Just like I don't know, things, old stuck energies held within the body that are coming up and out right now. So let the thoughts move past you, flow past you like leaves in the river. Let the awkward feelings of dizziness or lightheadedness or congestion to be without judgment. And trust that your feeling it to healing it is active. And this is perfect time for this. It's like the smoke we're leaving behind as we speed off into the sunset, okay? Okay, let's check in with the cards. See what they have for us today to tell us things, to help us along our way in this purging, fire, cleansing, duality, balancing that is our life. Yes. Okay, that all came together. Quite nice, quite nice. Okay, let's start with these two. We're talking about your divine spirit team celebrating you, okay? Because you're taking leaps of faith. You are trusting in the process. You are not holding or grabbing or trying to reattach those leaves onto yourself as they float by. Hey, that's mine, get back here. You are allowing the ebb and flow of things. You're allowing things to come in and things to recede, to go as well. And you are only picking up and entertaining the things that feel really, really good. And your spirit team is thrilled about this aspect of you because it is empowering you, and it's also anchoring some beautiful faith energy. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, we got your shadow. There it is. Whoop. And it's right beside your legacy. So this is interesting with the shadow here. I feel like this is your integrated shadow, right? Your devils that you have tamed, claimed, become the master of. This is why they're in chains, okay? And the integration period is really important because we all have these shadow aspects of self, and we're going along. We kind of glimpse little movement of the shadows behind us, but we're scared. We don't want to look. We don't want to see. We don't want to know. We want to avoid what's back there because it's too scary, right? Well, nobody is checking them. So your shadow self is left neglected. And like a neglected child or pet, it starts to act out for attention. And so this is why it requires a turning around and a facing your fears, facing your shadows. And then you know what you're dealing with, you know how to deal with, right? Okay, what are we doing? Oh, it's a dragon. Okay. So we need to befriend the dragon. How are we going to do that? Let's get to know this dragon, right? Okay, why? Why? Because you want to not self-sabotage any of the beautiful things that are meant to be yours, okay? Like abundance, like, hey, you sneaky little rat! What do you think this is? Are you my reciprocating relationships? Coming in like a fluffy flash of lightning. Okay, Mims. Okay, you. Okay, so yes. Also, your shadows linked to your abundance, right? Your shadows as one of those, they're literally the monkey that is on your back going, don't do that. People are going to laugh at you. Don't say that. People are going to judge you. Don't do that. Something might go wrong. And then you're wrong. And right? They're the little whispery whispers. Listen here, Missy. And so by integrating it, you are also claiming your confidence, your sovereignty, your fearlessness, right? Because you've got nothing to fear. You've got nothing being like, hey, hi, yeah, right? Creeping in behind you. If you do hear that, you're like, okay, shh. And they listen because you are the master, okay? Numbers, listen here. Off you go. Oh, oh, she's so cute. Okay, so with this with this integration of your shadow, you are now able to be one who can receive abundance, right? This is also your legacy, your ability to integrate your shadow, your ability to take anything that any shadow throws your way and use it as fertilizer for your abundance. Okay, this is a legacy skill that I think you will be able to share, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, the Six of Cups, this is reciprocating relationships. This is like minds coming together. This is beautiful inner children playfully engaging in gloriousness. Yes. Okay, what do we got here? We've got the Queen of Swords and your reaching of a goal, your vantage point, your position at the top of the hill that affords you a perspective that only others who are also at the top of their hills have. Okay. And this looks like it's directed or connected to your shadow integration. This is like yes, those shadows, that dragon, it's mine. Right now, the dragon has been given love. It feels seen. It's integrated. It's part of the whole. And so now it wants to serve you. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. But you needed to take a leap of faith for this. You needed to go all in. You needed to trust. And this is why your spirit team is like, yay, over you. Okay. Also, the Queen of Swords here, this is your ability to cut away. This is your discernment game. This is who you became by dealing with your shadows. Okay. You became one who, this is the dragon, right? You became the dragon who will burn away anything that doesn't serve and or cleanse and heal with your warming fire of magic. Okay. We've got the Judgment. Okay. This transition, this declaration, this congruency, this integration has been judged as like yay, has been judged like a yay. Okay. This is the rebirth of the new you, okay, as one who is one in their duality, in their dualistic state, and this openness that comes from this balanced union of self with your light and your shadow. Okay, we've got the King of Wands, and this guy is about holding the vision and taking action upon it. See what's going on in the throat? There's some communication, perhaps. This could be you or somebody who wants to communicate to you, using your voice to speak the truth, to claim what is yours, or to make the boundaries. Whatever is necessary, you need to communicate, okay? And this is your confidence in communication. This is also the masculine balancing part of your shadow version of self, right? This is the action that makes the judgment calls, the boundaries, does all the things. Okay. And then we have, wowza, okay, more beautiful Three of Cups celebratory. So this is people, so your spirit team and your people coming to celebrate you. And look at this Four of Wands. We love the Four of Wands. Okay, this is your integration. This is your balance. This is your beautiful dual stool, okay, is what came up. And not the poo stool, but the kind that you stand on, right? The stool. You need it to be solid. You need it to have 4 legs. You need it to be able to carry and bear your weight. And you need to be able to trust it. And this is this beautiful, celebratory, reciprocating gorgeousness that is here, okay? It's also yellow and abundant and joyful and celebratory. This is also could be like, this sometimes can symbolize a wedding, right? A marriage of souls, if you will. Okay. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. Yes. Yes. This is part of the reward for integrating your shadow. Okay. It affords you a perspective that is beneficial to your growth and to where you want to go, where you want to get to. And that's joy, love, peace, and harmony, right? You cannot be harmonious if you are disintegrated. Disintegrated, yes, right? You disappear. The shadow takes over. It grows. It runs rampant. It cuts and slices and harms those we love. And this is why this taming of your inner dragon is so crucial, is so important, okay? And I feel like this Hanged One is the time you take to do that, right? This is one who is suspended from a tree, upside down, right? So this could be a circumstantial thing that has kept you from moving forward in any direction, but it's also giving me this, you need to deal with your dualistic disintegration. You need to integrate your duals before moving on. Okay, this is about hanging upside down in a tree, so you are stuck in the position that you're at, but you are afforded an opportunity to see things from different perspectives, and that is super important. Okay, I'm gonna put that there because I feel like either this is, well, all the readings are timeless and they're like past, present, and future, right? So this is why it's important to tap in with your intuition to know what, when, where, and how. So you're either coming out of this or, right, like you may be ready to burn that tree down and leap and move on to the next phase, to the next planet, wherever you're going, right? Wherever you want to go, to here, to the realm where people are beautiful and reciprocating. Okay, and there's where your strength lies. You are emerging stronger. This process of shadow integration is like forging your steel into a sword. Okay, it's a process. It takes as long as it takes. You can't rush it, and if you do, there's a good chance you're gonna have to start all over again, and that's okay. We do it until it's done, because that's how we gain our strength in our hearts, right? Our heart strength is through the love we give to ourselves. Yes. There are parts of us lost in the shadows that we need to go and find and give love to, shed light upon, and bring back into our hearts. Oh, so your dedication is what is going to be rewarded. Okay, we've got the Chariot bringing in 7 of Cups. So this is your dedication. You are dedicated to this. Okay, now I want to move this guy. This is your dedication to balancing, to being open, to removing and burning away all that no longer serves. Okay, I'm going to put this hanging out over here because we don't know. This is like hanging out before action. You need to get to the top before you take action, right? And the Chariot for me is about the universe conspiring in your favor, bringing you your highest and greatest timeline. Okay, look at the moons, everything's lining up, timelines are converging. This is part of your justice. This is moving you towards your beautiful utopia of joy. Yes, okay. Beautiful. I actually want to tuck it under here because look at that beautiful joy card. Okay, and then this celebratory. We went from 3 of Cups to 7 of Cups, and now there is luck appearing, and you are overflowing onto all those who are celebrating you. Okay, so I am getting a sense of your soul tribe being drawn to your beautiful magnanimousness, and spilling over your liquid sunshine into everyone around you. And that is the beautiful resonant effect we have on anything, everything within proximity. Okay, so the 10 of Wands is coming out, and this one is the lots in the brain, the thinking card, overthinking card, but it's also all these ideas, all the things that you want to do. Create a plan, be intentional, right? You've got this shadow, so you're open to what's next, to how this world of joy, peace, and love and balance is going to unfold, to reveal, to materialize as, right? And so get really clear on what you want to do. Organize your thoughts, okay? And cut away anything that's not serving, right? You can write them down. You can thought web it. And there might be, you know, a whole vein of tangents of maybe over there. But try to get yourself really clear on the basics. And that's, you want this beautiful, joyful, supportive community love fest. Okay, this is your wheel turning in your favor. This is the beautiful justice of your transformation, of your integration, of your work. Wherever you are at, this is the light at the end of your tunnel, but you have to move through the tunnel in order to get to it, right? This is why you have to feel it to heal it. You have to be there. You have to do this work. Okay, and you have to trust your intuition and everything that it tells you. Look, blind faith, trust what you know in your heart, in your third eye, in your knowing of all of the things, okay? Yes, you are tapped in, turned on, tuned in, tapped in, tuned in, turned on to the love vibe. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay, we've got the patient knight coming in here. Okay, this is something that is building for you, and it is coming. Okay, we've got this patient particular knight of pentacles. Okay, pentacles is a slow moving seeds that need to germinate and grow and till they become giant oak trees. And then, if you're lucky, the maitake grows at the base of it, and then you're dancing because maitake is the dancing mushroom. Okay. And because, like, look at the level of preparedness that this knight has gone through. He's taken his time to prepare his armor for what's next. Okay. And that's the energy that you must be in to build strength, to figure out what, as your new timeline shifts in your favor. Yes. Okay. That's gorgeous. Speaking of maitake mushrooms, let's ask the mushroom spirits for some beautiful confirmations for us today. This one is the rosy bonnet. Define. Okay? Define what it is that you are wanting. Be clear on your manifestations. And not so rigid and fixed, right? Allow the flow. I've got a fluffy bit of Mims on my nostril. It keeps itching. Okay. There are similarities at play here. Where do you need to look more closely at the finer detail? There is something you might not be noticing, and when you understand what you are really looking for, it will be easier to identify. True that. You might be making an assumption about something or someone and aren't really seeing the full picture. Make sure you do your research and due diligence in this matter. Really give it a lot of thought. Then, when you are certain what you need to look for, put it into action. Aha. Be certain what it is you need to look for and then put it into action. This card also might mean that you need to help others see what is before them and show them how to look for similarities so they too can find exactly what they are searching for. Yay! It could be a time to define what you are looking for. Are you being a bit too vague and need to really look at the finer details? Only when we truly define what it is that we want can we manifest it in our lives. Don't be fooled by appearances either. Someone may be trying to be something they are not. There might not be anything wrong with that, but it's always good to understand why. Not everything is as it seems, but that is not always something to be worried about. Keep your wits about you and see what's really in front of you. Looks can be deceiving. Okay? So you may not see the evidence of the timelines shifting in your favor, but that's none of your business. It's none of your business. Your business is to hold the faith, hold the trust, hold what you know, and define what it is that you want. And then let the universe figure out how, when, where, who, and why of it all. Okay, let's ask the fairy folk for some additional guidance here. Asking the fae people, fae folk, not people, fae beings of light. Okay. So that seems like a lot. But we've got the Guardian at the gate, number 3. We've got a collection of pixies. We've got Nelly the Alchemist, the Pook, and that gnome. Okay, just gonna do a quickie little scan of these cards, okay? This one, the Guardian at the gate, this is giving me that getting to your threshold. The Guardian that guides you to the entryway, but it is up to you to walk through it, right? And you thank the version of you who got you that far, but when you take that step into the unknown, you are saying goodbye to the old, okay? The old you that got you there. Okay, passages to new life openings and gatekeeping. Drawing this card indicates that a passage is being made to the beginning of something new in our lives. It speaks of new opportunities and new openings. Passing through this gate may lead to a physical journey, a mental or an emotional one, or a journey of the spirit. It always leads to adventure. This gateway will also lead to significant change in our lives. The passage through such a gate changes us. The gate we face may not seem like much. The decision to enter may not seem to be a matter of great moment. But the presence of the guardian at the gate tells us that something important is happening. It indicates that going forward through the gate is no small thing, but something to be approached with awareness, openness, and prayerfulness. We are embarking on a new phase of our lives, and there will be no going back once this gate has been passed. That is the kind of transition the guardian at the gate leads us to, always to irrevocable change. We may, of course, ask the guardian of the gate for guidance and protection on our journey, and we would be wise to do so. Alternatively, the presence of the gatekeeper in a reading may indicate that the Court is being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of the gatekeeper or gatekeeper's assistant is merely to open the gate, not to push the people through it, okay? Yes. Okay, what do we got here? I'm just going to do a quicks. 48, the collective of pixies, duty, willingness, joyful participation, and virtue. Okay, this is about having to do the work, whatever work that means, whether it's your 9-to-5 daily grind or this work of integrating your shadow, whatever it is, this card is asking you to make the most of your time, regardless of what you're doing. Okay, because Mims is a little sneaky monkey. Are you validating that message? Yes, it's kind of giving me the Mary Poppins whistle while you work, or no, that's the Seven Dwarves. But the spoonful of sugar, right, helps the medicine go down. You have to take the medicine, but there are ways that you can choose, feel, act that can help make it go by faster and doesn't feel like you are just wasting your time, right? Life's too precious to waste. Okay, and we've got the Pook, shape changer, good in bad, bad in good, paradox, and resolution. Okay, this is your duality. The Pook is a shape changer. He appears in whatever guise he thinks will be most confusing to you, depending on his purpose. His true face, I'm not certain that a shape changer even has a true face, though he did hold still long enough for Brian to paint him. However, the Pook is very proud of the face he assumes. With them, he offers us contradictions and paradoxes, and finds it way too easy to confuse our judgment because we often not thinking very clearly. Anyways, okay, I'm just going to go to the reading part. It is time for the resolution of seeing contradictions and paradoxes in the situation. Someone or some part of the situation is cloaked in confusion, and our muddled thoughts must be stripped away, revealing truth. We just need to think about it. The information we needed is now available to us, and as soon as we have that burst of insight and get it, it's time for us to make changes based on the newly clear understanding. Alternatively, it may be time for us to make a reality check in the good-bad labels we put on things. Make a list of the good, possibly even surprising things about the situation, and another list about the bad ones. If you are not in the habit of seeing the good in the bad and the bad in the good, having preferred a black and white world rather than one with colors, you may need some help in learning to do this well. Okay, this is the facing of your shadow and integrating it. It's scary, but it is the balance. It's the yin and the yang. Okay, we've got Nelly the alchemist, who is 26. Hey, no. Oh, that gnome is 26. Trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, breaking habits and patterns. Okay. It's time to leap into the air, letting the earth turn beneath you and discover where you come down again. Reasonable risks are okay. Even unreasonable risks are probably okay. Use your head and look before you leap, of course, but do so understanding that the actual jump is likely to be very rewarding. No guarantees, but then there never really are. Anyways, no matter how pretty the paper they may seem to be printed on and the scroll work around the edge. In a reading, the presence of that gnome tells us that the forces of chaos are at work. Things may not be as they seem, and this may very well be a good thing. Look for the unexpected, find the opportunity in it, and go for it. He says that no matter how confusing things may be, there is a way to make them better, but it is a creative way, one you haven't tried before, he says. Think amazing new thoughts, okay? Things are not as they seem, okay? This is why your intuition plays such a pivotal role in this part of your process, okay? Trust it. And then we have Nelly's The Alchemist, inner transformation and irrevocable change. There's another irrevocable change. Once you pass through the passage, it leads to, you can't go back, right? It's like once you've shed the skin, you're not going back in it. You're too big. Okay, when Nelly's turns up in your reading, get ready for things to happen inwardly and outwardly. The stuck becomes unstuck. The blocked begins to move. You may have to run to keep up with the speed at which the situation around you is moving. You may also be surprised by the direction things and you are taking. You may find your plans, even your desires and dreams changing as the transformative process takes place. It might not have been in your plans, but later on, you will look back and say, wow, it wasn't what I expected, but it was just what I needed. Okay, that's that things are not as they seem. So don't judge them. Don't judge the book by the cover. Just allow things to be as they are. When we have been through such an alchemical process, we can never go back to what we were before, which is probably just as well. Okay? Look at your dirty little butt. Okay, was there one more guy? This guy. No, we did that one already. Did we get them all? We got them all. Okay, Mims. Mims is like, read this, my belly. Read my belly, baby. Okay, we'll get the kitty cards out because the kitty demands it. Okay, look at her little paws. Look at her little paws. Okay. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Okay. Which kitty card gonna come out and play with us today? This one? Paradox. Interesting. Interesting. Meet Stardust. He is the convergence of opposites, okay? He is the dark and the light. He is a magician that turns everything on its head, pawing at the paradox. He travels the galaxy with his best friends, free will and destiny. No one knows where one begins and the other ends. He sees the good in the evil and the evil in the good. Seriously! Within every blessing, there is a tragedy, and within every tragedy, there is a blessing. We think we know what is what, but Stardust throws everything into question. Let the paradox open up our thinking and our perspective. Okay? Beautiful confirmation. Look at this integrated. The yin and the yang, right? The light and the shadow. Beautiful. Okay, is that it? Is that all the cards that we're going to do today? Yes, I think so. Okay, we'll do one more because it's 44:40 on the timer. So your spirit guides are around and they are excited. They want to surprise and delight you. And so just trust that all things are working out in your favor, no matter what they choose to look like in the 3D realm right now, okay? So we've got 34, which is speak your truth. Yes. Wisdom, connection, and exploration. Communicating a thought. There goes the throat chakra. Interesting. Communicating a thought, feeling, or emotion that comes directly from your heart is to speak your truth. It often requires personal courage and may challenge an existing relationship dynamic. Yeah, every time you speak the truth challenges an existing relationship dynamic because you don't know how that other person will receive your truth or not, right? But it's more important for you to speak your truth than to not out of fear of losing that other person. Is there a circumstance that leaves you feeling frustrated, angry, or sad? Explore any fear that surrounds your interactions and suppresses your heart's voice. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Expressing the thoughts and feelings of your heart when delivered in a gentle way can create miraculous change in your life. You are guided to find your voice and speak your truth. Be respectful to others and embrace your power. Gorgeous. Okay, this is the you that is stepping through the passageway over the threshold. Okay, this is you. This is you. She's so freaking cute. Okay, that's it for today because there's a cat in the way. Okay, Mims, time to go. What do you think you're doing? All right. Well, there's some of the reading. I hope you remember how gorgeous it was and all of the messages that are there because she is telling us the final message, which is don't worry so much about the details because things are not as they seem, right? So don't try to think your way through it. Don't try to see your way through it. Just feel and know and trust. Okay? Thank you for your loving energy and ness, and I will see you, I hope to see you next time. Okay, love you. Bye.